please remain standing for the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the north that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cliff Rice, principal of Mountain View High School, and I will be conducting today's ceremony. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our graduating seniors, our board members, district administration, Mountain View staff, parents, guardians, family, and friends. Thank you for helping us celebrate Mountain View High School's commencement ceremony this morning. I'd like to take this moment to recognize and introduce those who are seated behind me on the platform. Starting at my left, please stand and give everyone a wave as you're introduced. From our Board of Trustees, Trustee Dr. Philip Newhoff. Trustee Ed Kloppenstein. Trustee Steve Smiley. Superintendent of West Ada Schools, Dr. Marianne Reynolds. Assistant Superintendent Don Nesbitt. South Region Director, Dr. Mandy White. Senior Assistant Principal Angela Eddy. Junior Assistant Principal Derek Bubb. Sophomore Assistant Principal Don Dykes. And our Freshman Assistant Principal Heath McInerney. To begin today's program, we will first hear from our chamber choir. They will sing Brand New. We will then hear from our speakers representing the senior class, Camille Masad and Carson Smith. This will then take us to the presentation of the diplomas. And now, Andrew Persifield and our chamber choir.
I feel like new sunglasses.
For those who are enthusiasts of Michael Scott of The Office or 1987 Robin Williams, good morning, Vietnam! And to those who don't understand, good morning. My name is Camille Massad, and I welcome you all to the 2019 commencement of Mountain View High School. On behalf of the graduates, we would like to thank all of those who have trekked to the great city of Boise, Idaho, to be able to join us today. We're all very blessed to have our family, friends, teachers, coaches, staff, and district personnel in the audience today. Before I get started, I would like to thank my family for continuously supporting me in all of my endeavors, and specifically for my mom for feeding me along the way, and my grandma for calling me every 5 minutes. And for those who know me well, I'm always talking to my teta on the phone. I would also like to thank my teachers for doing their best to prepare me for the next 4 years of my life. It is not easy teaching a student who is a little too loud and on top of that distracts his peers from his work, so I applaud you. Anywho, back to my thanks. I would like to lastly thank the football and basketball coaches at Mountain View High School, as well as the coaches off the field who have helped develop me into the young man that I am today. The grunts of victory and the gallons of sweat have definitely been worth it. As I reminisce about freshman year, I remember walking through the large yet crammed halls of Mountain View, not knowing a single person. My family had just moved from Portland, Oregon in June, and I had to quickly analyze many unfamiliar people in order to see what everyone was really about. For me, it turned out that wearing a pink shirt and wrapping a sweatshirt around your waist was not a trend. As time went on, everyone started to only love their bed and their mama and focusing on being bad and bougie. And now, in 2019, all we really care about is going viral on TikTok. Well, 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 how are the turntables? All joking aside, I would like to share a quick story about my father. My dad has always been my biggest role model, and when I was in elementary school, my dad would wake up every day before the roosters began to crow. He would come home around dinner, build laughable memories with us, and then work in the office after the busy house of boys became silent with slumber. Then, he'd repeat that every day. To me, this was normality. Being awake longer than the sun was typical. To this day, the man is a workhorse and has not changed. His silent hustle is what has inspired me for the past 7 years. The idea that I want you all to get out of this is that there is always someone who is doing the most. Why can't it be you? We all have these marvelous ideas and goals for the future, but how many of us are taking the right steps for that goal? I hope you all wake up early and sleep late, doing what you love and making the relationships you have stronger. But in the same breath, I'm going to advise you to take time to laugh, relax, and drown in the sunshine. Enjoy the little things in life, the breeze, your family, the people who use toilet paper correctly. The small things will be the catalyst that allow you to reach your goals and help you endure the strenuous mornings and nights of your dream chasing. I wish all of you a prosperous life filled with tummy aches of giggles and tears of joy, and I can't wait to see all of the amazing accomplishments that this class will have in the future. You're all special in your own ways, and as I look across this crowd of grads, I see a class filled with passion and charisma. Pursue that passion with a forceful grip and never look back. Thank you. I would like to welcome up our next speaker, Carson Smith.
Thank you, Cam. Good morning, administrators, teachers, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2019. I'd like to welcome you all to the Mountain View High School 2019 commencement ceremony. And I want to start by saying what a huge, huge honor it is for me to be speaking in front of all of you today. You know, they always say to picture the crowd naked as soon as you start to speak. But honestly, right now I just feel really awkward, especially with Camille in the front row. In all seriousness, though, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone for being here to support us all in this great accomplishment. There's no way any of us would have survived high school if not for the support of everyone seated here today. So on behalf of all the graduates in the room, I'd like to thank the teachers, faculty, families, and mentors who have helped each and every one of us survive these long, dreadful, yet amazing 4 years. Looking back on our years at Mountain View, it's hard to believe that we've reached the end. Like many of you, I can still remember the first day of freshman year, the first football game, the first assembly, and the first class. 4 years ago, I barely weighed 100 pounds, had braces, and my hair was so long that it looked like a red-headed version of Justin Bieber. But like many of you, these past 4 years have brought about huge changes in my life, and I will always remember the amazing memories which we've made along the way. Now, while most of the grads in the room may be like me and cringe when they think about their freshman year self, there's no denying that these memories have made us who we are. All of us have grown so much throughout these past 4 years, and as cliche as it may sound, being a Mountain View Maverick has shaped us into the people we are today. Sure, waking up at the crack of dawn and staying up late to do homework often made it tough to enjoy the moment, but there's no denying that the friendships, memories, and accomplishments which we've made along the way will forever be cherished. Now, as we move on from this chapter of our life and stride towards the future, I sincerely wish you all the best. High school is just a small chapter in all of our lives, and every one of us has so much to look forward to. No matter what path we choose for our lives, there's no telling what we can accomplish, and no matter where life takes us, we must always remember those who made us who we are today. Now, before we walk across the stage and toss our caps, I want to give a few shout-outs to all those who have made high school the best 4 years of my life. Shout out to the English department, because without them, I wouldn't have been able to write this speech, and I definitely wouldn't be able to read it. Shout out to Tiff and Souza for always protecting our school, especially the staff lot, because even if there are 10 spots open, you're still going to get a ticket. And finally, shout out to West Ada for giving us 7 snow days in a row last year. But then making sure we had 0 snow days this year, even if there was an inch-thick sheet of ice on the road. All jokes aside, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, and the rest of my amazing family for always supporting me over the past 18 years. And additionally, I want to thank my teachers and my coaches for always being there when I needed it and for pushing me to be my best. And finally, my friends, who helped make these past years so much fun. Also, special shout out to the baseball team. 5A state champs, baby. It truly is hard to encapsulate what these past 4 years of Mountain View have meant to me and what I hope it has meant for all of you. For some, high school is the best time of their life, and for some, a stepping stone into bigger and better things. But regardless of your experience at Mountain View, there's no denying that we've shaped each other into who we are today. And although we may be individuals, we all belong to the class of 2019. I sincerely wish you all the best and good luck in the future, and I hope that no matter where life takes us, we always remember that we are Mavericks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chamber Choir, Mr. Persfield. Thanks as well to the Symphonic Band and Mr. Barker. I also appreciate Cam and Carson addressing the senior class this morning. I want to thank everyone who contributed to this wonderful morning. My thanks to the arena staff, Eli Reble, who created the amazing PowerPoint you see overhead, and also he worked on that program. Stefan Dicklich for the program cover design, and Tara Fry for creating and preparing this year's programs. There are many here this morning who have greatly contributed to the success of our graduates. Arena staff, would you please raise the lights. Will the following stand and be recognized for the success of our students? Parents and guardians, would you please stand? Grandparents, many have come from far. Please stand. Our Mountain View faculty, please stand. A special recognition to Mr. Chris Caban, who led our staff out wearing the white graduation gown. Mr. Caban was voted on by our students, senior students, as Mountain View's most influential teacher. Congrats again, Mr. Caban. Thanks to everyone, Bill Driscoll, our other senior teachers, our administrative team, our wonderful counselors who prepared to the very last moment. My thanks to all of you. Your commitment to our students is evident. I want to acknowledge our seniors who have already enlisted in the military. Would you please stand? We thank you in advance for the service you'll render for our country. I commend all of the seniors for a job well done. You've led us through our 16th year as a high school and set the example in so many ways. The senior class has amassed over $6 million in scholarships, and over 200 students are graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 and above. 31 of our seniors have received athletic scholarships to colleges and universities. Our Maverick seniors have excelled academically in maintaining excellent grade point averages and scoring well above the state and national averages in the standardized testing. Our seniors have played a critical role in achieving 3 state championships this year: girls rugby, softball, and baseball. I want to offer my personal congratulations for making this year a year to remember for myself and others. As we present the diplomas this morning, I would ask that all of you please honor this very special occasion by respecting the moment when each graduate is recognized. Please avoid any distractions that would take away from the dignity of this ceremony. And now, Superintendent Dr. Mary Ann Reynolds, would you please come forward and certify the graduates?
Good morning. Chairman Klopfenstein and members of the Board of Trustees, in accordance with the laws of the state of Idaho, on behalf of Principal Cliff Rice, our teaching professionals, and the support staff of the West Ada School District, it is my honor as Superintendent of Schools to certify that on this 25th day of May, 2019, the graduates seated before you have met all state and local requirements for graduation and are hereby presented to you for the awarding of their high school diplomas. It is my personal and professional pleasure that I present this year's graduating class of Mountain View High School, the class of 2019. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Reynolds. All right, seniors, would our first 2 rows of graduates please rise, come forward, and all of those who are participating in our ceremony, would you please take your spots?
These students have maintained high academic achievements through all 4 years and have finished their high school career in the top 10% of their class. Board Chairman Ed Kloppenstein will be presenting diplomas. Riley Michael Harrison, James Ritchie Hill, Carson Stanton Smith, Brooke Ann Thewison, Dallin J. Klinger, Justin Fernandez, Peyton Elizabeth Badger, Garrett Ray Dent, Robin Harper, Matthew Scott Thompson, Abigail Jane Morandi, Kyler Patrick Terashima, Preston Grant Fitzgerald, Tiffany Elizabeth Jensen, Camille Masad, Connor James Mahoney, Olivia Josephine Roberts, Preston Julius Papa, Ashlyn McCall Butterfield, Kylie Rose Larson, Madeline Westover, Tea Quichocho Pangilinan, Madison Elise Rice, Wyatt Bennett Gassio, Haley Dorothy Miller, Caleb Michael Bryant, Abigail McKay Wallace, Aliyah Elizabeth Stubbs, Benjamin James Simpson, Caitlin Rose Lanterman, Ricardo Arturo Retana, Isabel Grace Lewis, Brietta Presley Rothwell, Sienna Noel Watson, Sydney Noel Evans, Gustav Lee Mickelson, Shaylin Stewart, David Paul Bennett, Emma Grace Anthony, Jacqueline Nicole Helms, Antonio Patrick Salazar, Sarah Marie Kelly, Kirby Slate Lewis, Charles John Robert Teddinger, Benjamin Scott Moppin, Haley Nicole Bowring, Hallie Jean Grubbs, Sophia Claire Larson, Cameron Claire Pritchard, Alyssa Tamasine Williams, Zane Andrew Biasen, Soraya Kimberly Shaner, Robert Kyle Hardy, Madison Bell Matthews, Nathan Lawrence Bafundi, and Andrew David Altman. Please give these students a round of applause. And now, continuing with our graduation ceremony, Aria Lynn Beglin, Nick Adams, Enrique Andres Aguilar, Emily Ann Alant, Elian Alabegich, Tristana Loren, Eosius Amare, Brett Christoph Scott Achustegi, Brittany Nicole Anderson, Hannah Elizabeth Anderson, Caitlin Anderson, Kyle James Anderson, Aubrey Lynn Andrew, Noah James Arouse, Remington Xavier Archibald, Bailey Lynette Arnold, Vance Patrick Arrington, Brianna Marie Arroyo, Ian Moses Ashby, Seth Jaden Askew, Tristan M. Augenbaugh, Ethan Tyndall Austin, Dario Peyton Azevedo, Cameron Douglas Baker, Catherine Sophia Barcelo, Jalen James Barnes, Jamon Barris, Gabby Bartkowski, Nicholas Philip Bateman, Kyler Gregory Bates, Hobie John Bailey, Laura Caroline Beeman, Mackenzie Lynn Beck, Chloe K. Bedke, Brendan Allen Bell, Spencer William Bell, Jackson Richard Belthoff, Brian Bennett, Gavin Dean Benson, Olivia K. Bacondi, Emily Ringon Birkenbein, Mason Cole Bishop, Joshua Michael Blair, Jordan Connor Blaylock, Nathan Garrett Blatt, Benjamin Claude Blodgett, Cole Stephen Lee Betcher, Alex Gregory Bogle, Trevor M. Bullwinkle, Sophia Willow Boyd, Sierra Alana Bro, Tyler J. Brennan, Marley Briscoe, Bianca Desha Brown, Jersey Brown, Noah James Bryant, Blake Taylor Buchanan, J. Lee Buck, Derek Anthony Buckingham, James Lee Budge, Elizabeth N. Buhensov, Catherine Buhensov, Justin Troy Buss, Braden Anthony Butler, Margaret Roselyn Calhoun, Joshua Brian Callahan, Grace Ryan Carrico, Ashley Nicole White Carrioga, Zachary Jonathan Carroll, Kyler Cameron Carson, Ethan Andrew Case, Marlon Aldair Casillo Guerrero, Shane Ishino Center, Ethan Chadwick, Caden Joseph Christofferson, Sioloma Sina Sasa Oli Church, Elena Lynn Clark, Jacob Benjamin Clayton, Hannah Gwen Clear, Samuel Victor Coles, Bradley Calvin Collins, Madison Grace Collins, Chloe Abigail Colson, Zoe Lynn Connolly, Brennan Thomas Colson, Marissa Ann Coy, Ethan Barry Crane, Alyssa Rose Crawford, Ashlyn Cambria Curl, Jaden Ann Darr, Caitlin Alex Derenkamp, Madison Rose Davidson, Jada Shanez Davis, Taylor Ann Davis, Jordan Andrew Daw, Cody Daniel Decker, Chancy Leanne Deem, Brianna Nicole Denny, Lily Dawn Denny, Jasmine Lindsay Devers, Salma Crystal Diaz, Emily Dawn Dickerson, Connor McKay Dickey, Miloš Diklic, Stefan Diklic, Emma Irene Dillon, Caleb Gabriel Dorman, David John Dorofeev, Rory Allen Dorst, Braden Don Duggan, Cale Jeffrey Durham, Justin Zentaro Duval, Anthony John Diziak, Mason Blaze Eels, Emma Elizabeth Eason, Braden Matthew Edgington, Raheem Edwards, Josiah Ray Eldfrick, Kevin Carlin Eldridge, Dylan Roger Elkins, Brighton David Ellis, Emery Ann Elton, Joseph Peter Elwell, Andrew Michael Erickson, Juliet Noel Estrada, Michael Andrew Etnier, Camden Stone Everett, Brady Leroy Exford, Sydney Page Ferris, Anna Elizabeth Fensel, David Allen Ferris, Laurel Ann Fink, Ryan James Fisher, Kenzie Doré Fish, Michael Stephen Fisher, Haley Ann Fletcher, Hector Flores, Natalie Laurel Fogg, Sarah Elizabeth Foltz, Rebecca Lillian Ford, Sybil Ruth Forsberg. Alexander Jacob Frankie. Benjamin Cole Freeman. Haley Lily Freeman. Morgan Jade Freeman. Eliza Charles Friedley. Isabella Jo Fudali. Caitlin Elaine Fulkerson. Alexandra Michelle Fuller. Kaylee Ann Gale. Jace Edward Gallagher. Landon Kenneth Gardner. Megan Lorraine Garrison. Jake Wade Garton. Christian Michael Garrels. Daniel Allen Garrels. Jackson Thane Gentry. Michael Christopher George. Kelsey Moriah Gibney. Micah W. Gill. Jacob Ryan Gillespie. Matthew Dean Gilmore. Brianne Renee Glenn. Gunnar Trayson Galensky. Carla Godinez Cruz. Almir Godosevich. Micah Placido Gomez. Sandra Natasha Gonzalez Baños. Esmeralda Ann Gonzalez. Tiana Marie Gonzalez. Van Michael Goen. Jaylyn Danielle Grantham. Sawyer Roger Greaves. Sydney Danielle Gregory. Mason Lee Greer. Brooke Mediana Gurkovich. Ryan Levi Halford. And Nicholas Rodney Hansen. Trustee Steve Smiley is now presenting diplomas. Andriana Marie Hardaway. Dylan Sam Hawkins. Sheila Marie Hecox. Faith Marion Haig. Savannah Jane Helsley. Jennifer Hernandez Arroyo. Lisa Garcia Hernandez. Cage Jeremy Heron. Bailey Jill Hurto. Braxton Fox Hyatt. Jason Christian Michael Hibbs. Madeline Jane Hickey. Benjamin Robert Hicks. Kelsey May Heinrichs. Madison Elizabeth Yorth. Austin Tyler Hoagland. Alexander Robert Hobson. Brooklyn Lee Hodges. Michaela Marie Hodson. Selena Hojich. Andrew Parker Hoffman. J.C. Hoffman. Mary Virginia Holm. Jada Mary Horn. Andrew David Radgil. Kylie Jo Huddleston. Kyle Christopher Hugo. Anita E. Humphreys. Donna Ashley Nicole Hunter. Jocelyn Faye Hurovich. Maxwell Jeffrey Hurst. Vanessa Lynn Ingram. Benny Miracosi Iracosi. Matthew Jacob Isaacs. Blake Andrew Jablonski. Anna Caroline Jackson. Rajneet Jassel. Michael Adam Jinks. Rian Nicole Lee Jerns. Alexis Lee Jewell. Alexis Nicole John. Augustus Glenn Johnson. Chance Tyler Johnson. Joshua David Johnson. Laura Ray Johnson. Trevin Matthew Johnson. Tyree Dante Johnson. Warren Andrew Johnson. Daniel D. Kelly. Spencer William Curbs. Isaac Kahn. Madeline Jane Keel. Tyler Patrick Kerpeck. Kaya V. King. Kevin Raymond Allen Kieran. Tyler James Kisek. Allison Lynn Klocko. Wyatt Ashton Kornberg. Melanie Ann Korsgaard. Lilia Kotelnikova. Alexis E. Kuntz. Alyssa Jo Cutler. Hayden Michael Lambert. Shane Anthony Lancaster. Kayla Noel Lang. Chance Avery Latimer. Seth Chandler Lobb. Nathan Drew Lawson. Madeline Ruth Lehman. Julna Hugh Lee. Lindsay Brianne Lee. Tyler Max Leister. Courtney Marie Lewis. Jacob Alon Lewis. Kaylee Jean Marie Lindsay. Carter Ryan Lloyd. Aaron Jesse Lopez. Ian Thomas Lyons. Nicholas Michael Mack. Ryden Trace Mater. Ryan Sandra Madir E. Ian Ali Madej. George Joseph Mansfeld. Lauren Elizabeth Marceau. Melanie Markey. Michelle Marie Martin. Alejandro Javier Martinez. Dylan Stephen Martinez. Felicia Maria Martinez Jamie. Isaiah Manuel Martinez. Adrian Xavier Mascoro. Dylan Connor Mason. Cody Lee Maurer. Christian Maximilian Moss. Chloe Lascelle McAllister. Carson Michael McCosh. Rodney McCoy. Evan Sheridan McMurray. Susie Charlene Mayafua. Brielle Meekum. Atiana Jolie Mello. Remington Matthew Merrill. Tanner James Michelson. Jonathan David Milner. Nicole Hunter Mitchell. Brooklyn Presley Moore. Aubrey Lynn Morehouse. Logan James Mortensen. Victor Manuel Morfin. Isaac Joseph Moss. Kobe Allen Maurer. Lawson Cooper Murdoch. Keelan Chase Murphy. Noah Akira Moshinsky. Sydney Myers. Annalisa Nava. Jacob Dylan Nava. Emma Marlene Nelson. Peyton Ann Nelson. Laura Michelle Noya. Jonathan Ryan Newby. Kyle Douglas Nicholson. Alexander Price Nealbeck. Anthony Nipper. J. Thomas Nordby. Emily Marie Nunes. Jewel J.P. Nunez. Kennedy Nye. Kyler Nathan Ogden. Colleen Nicole Ogg. Noah Christian Olson. Edvin Omerovich. Skylar Isaac Openshaw. Michael Namdi Ozoma. Andrew Timothy Packard. Rogan Stanley Page. Zarek Leon Palmer. Trustee Dr. Philip Newhoff will now present diplomas. Megan Ashley Parker. Janie Patterson. Bailey Lynn Payne. Christina Emily Pedregon. Dallin Scott Perrin. Dylan Chimmy Peterson. Matthew Victor Petlinski. Kayla Jolie Phelan. Dylan Robert Phillips. Aurora Madison Piercewall. Emily Rose Pyle. Ryan Mitchell Pirac. Garrett Dale Piston. Pitt Poe. Madison Lee Poff. Haley Ann Polinsky. Samantha Louise Price. Lachlan Stephen Lee Putnam. Lexi Quick. Milika Lee Ross. Lynn Wan Yen Rasmussen. Michaela Marie Reed. Connor Timothy Reeks. Eli Bradley Ribole. Rebecca Marion Redmond. Lucero del Roble Reyes. Jacob Michael Reynolds. Matthew James Reynolds. Dylan Hunter Rhodes. Shelby Renee Lynn Raborti. Amanda Taylor Rice. Haley Napualo Keilani Rice. Lily Anna Ricks. Trevor Austin Reese. Alexis Adara Rodriguez. Yasmin Marie Rodriguez. Leilani Ann Rude. Jamie Grace Rosenthal. Adeline Grace Rosen. Taya Susan Ross. Larissa Taylor Rutz. Porter Devin Rui. Brianna Lynn Sally. Samuel Max Sayer. Caitlin Marie Schaefer. Shane Alexander Scholes. Haley Catherine Schroeder. Tate James Schwenson. Jordan Dadan Scott. Peyton Chase Scown. Hannah Grace Seal. Will Ronald Seacrest. Trinity Aspen Seeley. Mason Ryan Seeley. Caden C. Sankbeal. Savannah Shea Sexton. Devin John Schartz. Alex James Shelton. Case Allen Shelton. Aiden Frederick Shoup. Brock Michael Schertz. Isaac Josiah Cyrus. Alec Nicholas Simeon. Natalie Nicole Simpson. Brendan Lee Seitz. Amaya Jade Six. Austin Dale Smart. Jacob Ryan Schmitzker. Andrea Renee Smith. Jared Virgil Smith. Tanner Joshua Smith. Carly Dawn Snooks. John Loris Sparrow. Carter Douglas Sperry. Taylor James Springer. Monty Riley Stark. Cody Bryson Statner. Brianna Renee Stoddard. Kylie Raylyn Steer. Jordan Lee Stewart. Gavin Sumner Stewart Brewer. Kaylee Ray Steele. Adam Steele. Jacob Boyd Stott. Madison Alexis Strobel. Alyssa Megan Stewart. Joe Bradshaw Stuppy. Jenna Brianne Sutton. Osman Taksilov. Emily Tanupo. Sierra Marianne Tartagili. Jessica Erin Tate. Macy Michelle Taylor. Joshua Jacob Temple. Trevor Nicholas Thompson. Emma Mae Thompson. Jaron Delane Michael Tilden. Corbin Johannes Tolley. Derek Andrew Toth. Carson Ann Turley, Dominic Wyatt Vaughn, Alexis Mackenzie Verhan, Avery James Vickers, William Arthur Wadsworth, Alyssa Ann Wagner, Natalie Elizabeth Waits, Parker Ryan Webster, Michaela Rose Willard, Ashley Gwen Whipple, Darian Nichelle White, Snow Bella White, Braylyn Jaspy Whitelock, Eric Allen Weimers, Stephen Jacob Wilcoxon, Madison Nicole Wilker, Jessica Denise Williams, Jessica Denise Williams. We did that one. London Michael Williams. Megan Krista Williams. Cody Harold Wilson. Jacob Lee Witt. Michaela Ruth Wood. Larissa Michelle Workman, Betty Lorraine Wynn, Elizabeth Wynn, Brooklyn Alexis Yearsley, Riley David Young, Sophie Castile Young, Jaden William Zubal.
All right, seniors, please rise. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right of your cap to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you on this 25th day of May, the Mountain View High School graduating class of 2019. Graduates, for the final time, you are dismissed.